Welcome to the Daily Octane. It is July 10th. I did something kind of silly today. Went for a really long bike ride. I'll show it to you in just a minute. So I have been wanting for a while to take my bike out and finish the Finger Lakes. There are several Finger Lakes, some say 11 Finger Lakes here in New York State. They are long lakes, some are longer than others, of course. They have been formed by glaciers, nearly 10,000 years ago. And one of the longest of those lakes is Seneca Lake. It's got Geneva, the city of Geneva on the north shore, and then the city of Watkins Glen on the south shore of the lake. It's about... give or take a little bit under 40 miles long. Absolutely beautiful, full of hills, gorgeous sights, and everything like that. So I've been wanting to ride it for quite some time. I've been putting it off. Last year I rode Cayuga Lake, which is pretty close in size, but I wanted to get out there today. I had a full day where I was able to do it, so I went out, and this is what I did, and I recorded it for you to watch. So let me know what you think afterward. All right, today is July 10th, 2020. And I am going to embark on a 75, I believe it is 75 miles. Let me just double check real quick here. It is indeed a 75 point something mile freaking ride. I'm going to ride around Seneca Lake. This is Seneca Lake right here from outside my car. It is going to be a blazing hot day. I have a shit ton of water with me, and hopefully this will not kill me. There are some big hills on this ride, especially as you get down toward the south side of the lake near Watkins Glen. So hopefully I'm able to find a place to stop and get food. On the way, I'm going to bring a banana, an apple, and a bunch of water. So this is just my quick send-off. We'll see how I feel when I get back. Should take me about, I'm assuming about 4.5 hours. So here we go. Well, I am 25 miles in right now. It is already pretty blazing hot. Gone through just about a bottle and a half of water, which is right on pace with where I should be, considering I'm a third through the ride. This is the scenery I'm looking at. I'm not sure how much you can see of that in the distance, but I'm on the top of the west side of, or I'm sorry, the east side. I'm on top of the east side of Seneca Lake. I think I'm close to a Lodi. I'm fairly certain, about halfway, a little over halfway down the lake. Not quite 2/3 of the way, but a little over half. So definitely, no, I'd have to be further than that because I'm a third through the ride. So maybe 2/3 of the way down. Yeah, 2/3 of the way down the east side of the lake. So it's hot. My legs are already tired, but it's fine. I've had the wind in my face the whole time. So at least coming back north on the west side of the lake, I should have the wind in my back. So anyway, checking in. Check in again when I get down to Watkins Glen. That's the next big stop, I think. Alright, so I stopped in Watkins Glen. Front tire on my bike went flat along the way. There was a girl walking across the street. There was a roadside stand, fruits and vegetables and stuff. And I kind of went out toward the road more to avoid her. There was a piece of metal of some sort in there. I knew it immediately. Got the sound that you get when your tire's going flat. So I had a tube and I did have a CO2 cartridge, so I changed those. I've already called my girlfriend and let her know that I'm down, because if I get another flat now, I'm fucked. There's a sports store in Watkins Glen. There's no actual bike shop in Watkins Glen. I'm shocked because it's kind of a major town down here. There is a bike shop about halfway up the west side of the lake, but it's like a couple of miles inland from the lake, and I don't know if I want to go that far out of the way. We'll see how it's going when as I ride along and how I'm feeling. Right now, I am beat. I'm almost... Actually, I don't even know where I'm at a distance. Let's take a look here. I am currently at 40 miles on the button, actually, 40.0. So I'm 40 miles of what's supposed to be about 78. So I'm over halfway. I mean, I feel okay. I'm just tired. It's fucking hot as shit. So anyway, that's the southern shore of Seneca Lake right there. And I'll be heading out of here in a few minutes. I'm going to finish this pair and drink some more water and then jump on the road. Fun ride. It's hot though. All right, so I stopped again. I'm at mile 57 right now. I'm a few miles south of Dresden. I know I've been over here before, but I have very little memory of these roads. So, about 20 miles left to go. A little bit less, maybe. It's fucking hot. My legs are dead. I am in definite significant pain in the groinal region. My nethers are chafed and hurting, but I'm still plugging away. Got to get back, go pick up my son. Tonight we're going to watch Hamilton as a family. So I'm looking forward to that. Just trying to keep happy thoughts and listen to some Robert Plant in my headphones. But I had to rest my legs because I was getting out of the saddle and immediately my thighs were, quads were cramping right up. So definitely need a break for a minute. I'm out of water, but I only got 20 miles to go, so I should be okay. Yeah, so that sign that you saw there at the very end, that was one of the high points of the ride for me today. There are some good people out there, even in the middle of the countryside. That was the east side of Seneca Lake, where that sign was, and basically it was just a little bit of a ridicule to those people that are not doing what they're supposed to do here in the COVID world, not wearing their masks, not staying quarantined if they've been exposed. I stopped at a gas station while I was out in Geneva, and about half of the people in that gas station were not wearing masks. Now, in Geneva's defense, although it's not a really good defense, they have barely been hit by any coronavirus cases out there. Their numbers are so significantly low, even compared to Central New York, Syracuse area, where we've got low numbers. They are even lower yet. But obviously, people there are not taking it seriously. I will say the last 15 miles of that ride today, as I was coming up into Geneva on the west side of Seneca Lake, were brutal. It was so hot. And it was like these rolling hills, you know, just enough to be a pain in the ass. My legs were cramping. My quads were cramping. And then later I was getting some cramps in my calves as well. But I did it. I did not film anything. As you can see, it kind of just trails out. I meant to film when I got back to the car. I was so exhausted. I just needed water so bad. I stopped at that same gas station a second time, got a bunch of Gatorade, and I was eating a bunch of trail mix, and I totally forgot to shoot anything at the end. So you got the close out here. I hope you enjoyed that video. When I do stuff like this, I'm going to try to incorporate it into the evening's episode of the Daily Octane. So if you like today's episode and you follow me on my Facebook channel, make sure you like the page on Facebook. On my YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell as well. If you want to hear from me every night, I do post around 8 or 9 o'clock each and every single night. And if you like this video, click like and share with your friends. I appreciate you guys watching another episode of the Daily Octane. Have a good evening.